right, welcome everybody to the show. Hello, good evening to you all. It's number 2, episode 2 of Saturdaze with Mcvay and Jay. I'm
Yep.
Jason Canio. My co-host is Scott McVay.
Hey y'all, what's
Hi
up,
y'all,
everyone?
hi y'all, hi y'all, hi y'all. And it's the Blues Brothers tonight. We're in blue tonight.
Yeah,
Maybe we should have a color of the week.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
I know, right? Today was blue. Last week I was wearing something crazy, and
Right.
that. So tonight on the show, we've got some fantastic things to entertain you for an hour.
Mhm.
But Scott wants to take over first of all, and he has a very important announcement to make. So go ahead and take it away, Mr. McVeigh.
Yes, let's see. Let me see what happened here. Back about last week on the 1st of March, someone in the manga and anime business had passed away from a horrible condition where I guess excessive bleeding happened around his brain and everything like that. And this, my friend, was the legendary Akira Toriyama. I am going to actually show here in a second here the actual. Let's see if I can show the actual screen here from which one it is. There it is, right there. This was the statement that was given from his company and all that there as well. Dear friends and uh, partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st to an acute subdural hemotomia. He was aged of 68, though. It is our deep regret that he still had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have had many more things to achieve. However, he left many manga titles and works of art to this world. Thanks to support for so many people around the world, he's been able to continue his creative activities for over 45 years. We hope that Mr. Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you this news and gratefulness for your kindness during his lifetime. For those who do not know who Mr. Toriyama is, he's actually is the creator of probably one of the best known anime series of all time, Dragon Ball, and all of its subsequent sequels, including Dragon Ball Z, Super, and to a lesser extent GT. He also was the best known as the artist for the Dragon Quest game series, which are also known as Dragon Warrior here in the United States at first. He's also was the main character designer for all the characters in the classic game series Chrono Trigger. And this is important for the simple fact that I've actually cosplayed as several of his characters throughout the years as well, though. You might not know this there, Jason, but that's some things I've done here is actually as cosplayed him throughout a couple times there as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
one things I've done here is I actually have done two characters from the DBZ series, though. One was Krillin, which was, of course, the bald-headed monk here, the short little bald-headed monk, and the other was his teacher, Master Roshi, the one with the long beard and has the turtle on the shell on his back, though. Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I've actually been known to cosplay as Chrono from Chrono Trigger, so I can help honor Akira's great design for that character as well, though. So there you go. And like I said, Akira was a major part of basically what got a lot of people into anime, manga, and even cosplaying for that matter in the United States, I believe, though, as well as other places throughout the world there too.
So he had a big following then,
Yes,
yeah.
he did, though. Yes. And
Yeah.
sad thing is, like I said, that statement, even though he died on the first, we did not know about this until just this past Thursday. And let's just say 2 days ago, it really hit me hard in my soul here. So there you go as well.
Mhm.
So to Mr. Toriyama, rest in peace there in the afterlife, and we will keep continuing to honor your legacy as well. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, anime's not gonna just die down for that. That I think it's gonna get even more exposure than it already
I
has.
hope it will too, though. Yes.
The old saying goes is when you pass on and you have a legacy like that, your work seems to get more and more views, and everybody now wants to watch your stuff over and over again to kind of get the feel of this is what we have, and we're so proud of his work, and we want to watch it now. Now everybody's going on the bandwagon again. It's just
There
like
we go.
that's it. Fantastic article, Scott. Great.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Of course, as they say in the world of, everyone must have their legacy in some way and have their cake and eat it too. So at this point in the time, we hope that everybody will have a slice of the pie sometime, right?
Right. Very
Speak,
much so.
Speaking of pie, oh boy, I could go for a slice right now.
Ooh. I know you're going to make me hungry now too. That's what.
I always make you hungry.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? I love food. There you go.
To go in the food segment of it. So let's go ahead and talk about food. Why not, right? I
Yeah.
had some delicious Chinese food today.
Ooh, that
Oh,
sounds good though.
2 weeks without going, and everybody knows about the fact that I've dropped to 30 pounds, and
Hmm.
you will get my next results for week 15 because I have one more day of this 15th week. That seems to go the weeks seem to go faster as I'm losing the weight,
Good.
which is good. And so with that, I am just, but there are some things that when you're on this, I wouldn't call it a diet. I would call it a weight loss plan.
Right.
Call it a diet, because a diet is when you specifically just kick something out. You just don't eat it,
Yeah.
and
Kind of the reason why the word die actually isn't diet. So there you go.
the diet, right? Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna die if I don't have it in my diet. That's
Hmm.
why the nice thing about what I'm on is that you're not restricted. You can have the food. You just have to account for them. And
There you go.
I think the Weight Watchers, and here we go promoting Weight Watchers again on the show.
Oh.
It's okay. I mean, hey, Nutrisystem has their thing. Jenny Craig has theirs. Golo has theirs. Everybody
Yeah.
has a specific diet. My thing is I like to take Slim Fast powder, the original Slim Fast powder in the can, and I
Yeah.
like to take a scoop of that and put it in my oatmeal. Try it.
Hmm.
It is very good. Plain oatmeal. Don't do the
No,
flavor.
you don't want flavored. That
No,
would
no,
mess
no.
it up, though.
But I take a scoop of Slim Fast, which is about 3 points without doing with a shake,
Right.
and then I take 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, which is
Okay,
5 points. 2 big tablespoons. Put it in the oatmeal. Now I have a chocolate peanut butter oatmeal.
There you go.
Oh, it is so good. With a little bit of whole milk or organic whole milk to kind of bind it all together.
Right.
That is a bowl of mush you would think it was the best thing on the earth, man. It just tastes so good. And that whole breakfast is about 14 points. 15
Right.
points actually.
Not bad though. That's
But
actually
it's a
good. Low
healthy
point.
breakfast. Yeah. 5 points for the oatmeal, 5 points for the peanut butter, 3 points for the Slim Fast, and 2 points for the milk.
Yep, that's right. 15 right there.
15 points, but that'll hold me. That'll get me through most of the morning, and then by lunchtime, I'm ready to go and have something else.
That's good.
Oh yeah. Then I get them allowed 36 points a day, and 35 flex points for the week. So if I go over my daily points, I got my flex to kind of cover it. They knew what they were doing back in the day. The old school. Look, man, they got some new program out that I'm completely confused about. That there's so many 0-point foods. Please.
Almost sneezed there.
If it's 0 points, it's probably zero taste.
Yeah, I think you're right. Exactly.
But I had some General Tso's chicken today. Oh, yum, 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 yum.
I know. I love General Tso myself, though. Yeah.
And he's not even a real general.
I know. Yeah, but it's still tasty, though. I like it.
Somebody said he was something from the Tang Dynasty, and I'm like, okay, now I can look him up, and yeah, he goes back all the way to like 4000 BC or something.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a long time ago. There you go.
Oh, we have a comment here. Ah, look who's here. Emu is here.
Hey.
He is here. Our wonderful viewer tonight, and you're in for a real treat tonight. So yeah, but we were talking about food. So I had that over rice and 3 spring rolls. Now the spring rolls don't cost me nothing because there's no points. They're all vegetable.
Wow.
Doesn't matter if they're fried or not. I mean, I know but the egg rolls cost you points because they have meat in them.
There's a difference, yeah.
That's right. So 3 spring rolls is 0 points. So my whole meal for that was 19 points today.
That's good low price number again. There you go.
Yep, a 19-pointer. But I didn't have the oatmeal today. Today I had a protein cookie from Lenny and Larry's.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of those guys, though. Yeah.
It's all plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, I'm not home right now, but I will be tomorrow. I just had my 3rd steak ever in my life.
Wow.
Steak. Oh, okay.
Steak, yeah.
Steak.
I know. That's something else. That's something, it might take some extra points for those, but they are so delicious.
Scott, what's your favorite cut of steak?
Oh, gosh, I am not really know. I like a lot of different types of cuts. One we have here in this area is called flat iron, which is kind
Yes.
of a little flatter. Not so much not so much fat on it though. Nice and lean here that way too.
Yeah.
It's really good. Of course, I also love a sirloin myself.
Sirloin is
So
good too.
yeah. And even though it's so expensive, every so often if you can splurge a little bit for that filet mignon or that prime rib, there you go.
Well, I tell you, when we go to Outback Steakhouse, my mom always orders the filet mignon because she says that's the best filet mignon she's ever had is at Outback.
Nice.
If you have an Outback by you, then take advantage of it. But now we're getting a Longhorn here in Oviedo. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
aimed
I,
to in game to try their filet mignon there.
okay, cool.
I'm not a big filet mignon eater, even though I hear it's like the best cut.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not better, but like I said, I'm used to other types of cuts myself throughout all the years, so that's a little difference right there too.
He says, mine was from Texas Roadhouse.
I
Oh,
love Texas Roadhouse. I love that company as
do they
well.
still
That's
throw the
really good.
peanuts on the floor?
Well, yes and no. I mean, you can
Yes.
still do the peanuts, yeah. I wonder if things have changed ever since the pandemic, but I used to remember going to there and just enjoying the peanuts and say, I'm done with the shells. Right down the floor.
That's the only place I know where that whole tradition of throwing the peanuts on the floor, and they say, "Go right ahead, have fun." And I was very hesitant the first time I did. I was like, "Is this okay? Okay,
Yeah,
just
there you
don't
go.
make sure you don't hit anybody in the back of the
That's
head."
right. Yeah. I'll just drop it. Just
Drop it and
drop
then, oh, ouch!
it. Like that. There you go.
Drop it. Whoops! And the waitress is little, she misses
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
says, he says, I remember I used to like their rolls. Ah,
oh, yeah. They have good rolls over there at these steakhouses too, though.
the yeast
Sometimes when you
rolls.
get a good roll here, sometimes they like to do little loaves of bread. What
Yep.
I see in some of the restaurants, I love this. It's a combination of your wheat bread with your pumpernickel, and then they twist the bread before they bake it, so it's
It's a
like a
twist.
twist bread. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's really awesome.
It's called, I think it's a braided twist. Yeah.
Yes, very
Braided
similar.
twist.
Yes,
Yes. But Outback does a nice, it's not a pumpernickel bread, but it's a dark brown bread.
it is. Yeah, very
And
similar
it's
to that.
so good. Oh,
Yeah,
it
it
is
is
so
though.
good. See, every place has its signature dish. Like Red
Oh, yeah.
Lobster has its cheddar biscuits.
Right, exactly.
You
And
know, I
then you
mean,
got and Olive Garden has their never-ending salad bowl and breadsticks. So there you
I
go.
can make a meal out of that anytime.
Oh, easily you can easily do that too.
That
Yes,
is so healthy that all I have to do is count the breadsticks. But I go for the never ending pasta bowl every October.
that's a good one too.
That
Yeah,
is a good one.
I am a fan of Tour of Italy myself. If I
Oh,
go there,
oh yeah,
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 because that way I get my lasagna, I get some other pastas and all that there as well.
and
Plus,
chicken
the good
parm, I
stuff.
think, right?
And I think it is depending on how they set it up though as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
have
that is a good combination there too.
yeah, it's a good one too. The tour of Italy, and then if you can get over to Red Lobster and have the all you can eat shrimp, the shrimp
Oh
fest,
yeah,
that's the ones
yeah,
I go for.
I
'Cause you
know.
got your grilled, you got your fried shrimp, you got your shrimp three ways.
I know, yeah. I am a sucker for both the lobster tail and also the crab legs. Also, if I ever get a chance.
See, I'm not a big lobster guy.
Yeah,
I've had it. I've given it a chance.
yeah. The last time I had lobster was actually when I was on my Caribbean cruise about 4.5 months ago now. So that wasn't so bad though.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
actually it was really tasty.
is it like dark brown bread? What? Uh,
Oh, we were talking about the twist bread and all that with
Twist
the
bread.
pumpernickel
Oh,
smell earlier. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
yeah.
Though. So
But
yeah,
Outback has that. It looks like a
it's
pumpernickel.
solid. Yeah,
It's not. It's a brown bread.
it is though. Yes, and
It's a
that's
very
also
good
very
bread.
tasty. Yes.
Put a little melted butter on that and
Hmm.
sop up the gravy juices with that stuff, man.
That's what I like to do with that too, as
Yeah,
well.
that's for sure. We got to go out for a steak one time.
I think we need to, yeah.
I think we need to go out for a steak after the show, John. What do you think? Yeah, okay, we'll go.
Yeah. Of course, Brandon did say he likes lighter white rolls instead of than just the dark ones, but that's okay.
Oh, he says I don't do rolls.
Yeah,
Archive. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you choose your preference on
yeah,
it.
I
Rolls
agree
are
with
rolls.
that.
I like the yeast
They-
rolls they have. The
yeah.
big yeast rolls. You
Oh
put
yeah.
them apart and they have the butter in them.
Oh
It's like they melt them down or they're just steamed.
yeah. Speaking of rolls, there's this place in Missouri. It's a place called Lambert's,
Uh-huh.
and Lambert's is a type of family style buff. eat, restaurant. They'll actually bring you the food to your, table. You can do like serving style. You can take whatever you want. But what really makes this place very unique is the fact that if you want a roll, they will toss the rolls to you. They will toss them. Sometimes across several tables to get to give it to you. And that is what makes them really popular. All right.
Wow.
Okay. Now it's time for news of the weird. Hooray!
That's right. Yay. And the lead story for today is That's Sporting. Ooh. I'll go ahead and read off the first one here. The 2024 Iditarod race. Oh, yes, that popular race in Alaska.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, it got off to a messy start. Sporting News reported on March 7th that on the first day, musher Jesse Holmes went mano a mano with a moose. He became aggressive toward his dogs on the trail.
Oh, no.
Punched the moose in the nose.
In the nose. Oh,
and
my
went on
God.
his way. Oh, God. Soon after, Dallas Stevie and his dogs came upon a moose. It's not clear whether it was the same one that was threatening and belligerent. And when the moose got entangled with his dog, Stevie dispensed with the heroics and shot it.
Oh.
Well, as per the Iditarod rules, Stevie then stopped for about 10 minutes to field dress the moose.
Of course. Yeah.
He was later assessed a 2-hour penalty at the next checkpoint because the animal was not sufficiently gutted by the musher.
So he got penalized because when he claimed the moose, it wasn't done properly? Yeah.
And to add to insult to injury, a third musher, Wally Robinson, ran across the moose carcass in the dark on a trail curving through the woods. Race Marshal Warren Palfrey confirmed that we are making sure that every attempt is made to utilize and salvage the moose meat. So that's that. I'm telling you, man, we're going to have fresh moose for dinner tonight after that race. The dogs, the humans, get ready for the moose carcass scent of the moose feast of the world, man.
There you go. I'd still rather have the steak.
That's right. Okay, Scott, can you see that real good?
Yeah, see, clothing optional. I'll try to read this for you. How about that?
Yeah, you go on the next one.
Looking for something light and airy to do at the end of April? Well, set your GPS for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the Crafton Ingram Lanes, where Balls Out Bowling will return on April 28th. The Pittsburgh area naturalists are hosting the event, which requires nudity, except for women. They actually are allowed to wear bottoms. Participants must be 18 or older. Sexual activity is not permitted. Harassment will result in being ejected from the bowling alley. And leave your cell phone at home because no photos or videos are allowed. Besides, you won't have it anywhere to carry it anyway.
That's true. I guess what you're gonna have to do is drive there clothed, because how the hell are you gonna get there with driving naked unless some naked drivers out there that would keep their driver's license like in a holder or something.
Yeah, I was about ready to say because of the sexual harassment thing. I was thinking, better make sure you grab the right thing and not, grab the right item here. Just make sure you grab the bowling ball and not the other type of ball. Okay.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, it's called the Passing Parade. As the last remaining Hooters restaurant in West Virginia prepared for demolition, residents of Kanawha City gathered on February 23rd for a candlelight vigil, WCHS-TV reported. The event, which started as a joke, got international attention, and hundreds of people showed up. It's a lot of memories going down with that building, said Noah Collins of Rand, West Virginia. Tearful former Hooters employees reunited for one last time. I started out coming in to get a job, and it became so much more because I met so many lifelong friends and many coworkers, said Danielle Hughart. Yeah,
Hughart.
Building right here was a legitimate iconic figure to the Kanawha Valley, declared co-organizer Leo Browning. The corporate office sent a box of calendars to distribute to those who attended the vigil.
Wow, just a box of calendars?
Hey, come on. The Hooter girls, they should have stripped down to nothing. All you see is their cleavage half the time. That's it. They should have really went down and shot the whole thing,
That's true, though.
Okay.
I'll do this one here.
Yes, you will.
Smooth reaction. Dr. Christina Ilko, age 33, a junior research fellow and director of studies at the University of Cambridge Queen's College in England, lives in a medieval tower, the Independent reported. But on February 29th, Ilko became trapped in her bathroom for 7 hours after the wooden door locked behind her and would not budge. She couldn't signal or yell for help because the tower walls were thick, and there are no windows in the bathroom. However, she did keep her cool and MacGyvered the door open using an eyeliner to push down the door's latch and a cotton swab to pull the locking mechanism away from the door frame. When the door opened, it was exhilarating because I didn't think it would work, Elko said. Since the incident, she had the lock removed.
Good. So, in other words, she became like the Rapunzel of Trapped in the Tower. Always.
Yeah, but she couldn't let down any hair in this case.
We had some police reports.
Yes.
In Kennesaw, Georgia, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, you are.
Police responded to the Heritage Park townhomes on February 21st after a Toyota Corolla rammed through the pool fence. And she's in the middle of the pool, said the 911 caller.
Oh, no.
Fox 5 TV reported that the driver suffered some sort of medical emergency and was unconscious when officers arrived. They were able to break a car window and get her out of the car. She was taken to a hospital and was expected to make a full recovery, according to Cobb County Police.
Of course.
Pool cover was so strong that the car didn't sink. A tow truck removed it from the cover later in the day.
I think I actually saw this on TV here, so I actually saw that it really had gotten maybe partway in the water, but it did not sink all the way to the bottom. So that was amazing, though. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Scott, you're up.
I got another one. Yeah, Putnam County, Florida Sheriff's Office was flooded with calls on March 2nd after 2 low-flying F-15 jets from the Florida Air National Guard caused sonic booms.
I didn't hear them.
Yeah. News 4 Jax TV reported, "It destroyed my friggin' house," one caller explained. While others thought a bomb had dropped.
That's what it sounds like, those sonic booms. I know about them.
Another person said, "I have major damage. They flew right over my house. The lights were blown out the walls. There's glass everywhere." National Guard issued a statement saying that they were aware of damage sustained by the sonic booms and had established a contact number for residents who had damage claims.
I'm telling you. And you know those sonic booms, what they sound like? It's like somebody dropped 2 bowling balls on the floor and it just, out of nowhere. And you're like, what the heck?
I know, exactly.
It shakes the whole ground, and no matter where you are at any given time, if you're close to it, you're going to hear it.
Oh, yeah, very true.
When the space shuttle comes back onto Earth, that's exactly, yep.
It's very similar, exactly.
Very similar. Okay, we have delusions of grandeur. 21-year-old Connor James Latika. For this person of Bloomington, Indiana, it was, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Okay.
Litka arrived at a Porsche dealership in Louisville, Kentucky on February 21st and tried to buy a car with a fake $78 million check.
Oh, good Lord.
Wave TV reported, and when he was rebuffed, he searched around the back entrance to the showroom looking for a car keys.
Oh, no.
Salespeople summoned police who charged him with criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. Turns out Litka tried the same stunt the day before at a Land Rover dealership where he presented a $12 million check.
How much does he think these cars actually cost? Because if he actually has, paying with these sizes of checks, I have a nice 1975 Buick Skylark he might be interested in.
Yeah. Well, he's got delusions of grandeur for sure.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
This one's called Oopsie.
Yep.
Ann Hughes, age 71, was standing outside the Best One shop in Tontag, Wales, where she works, when the electric security shutters started raising, catching her coat and leaving her dangling upside down 7 feet in the air. The incident from March 4th was caught on the closed-circuit television cameras. As Sky News reported, she hung in the air until a shopkeeper helped free her as the shutter was lowered. "I'm learning to live with the frame," Hughes said. "I'll never hear the end of it." She was and injured, thank goodness.
Feet in the air, upside down. You know, the blood just rushes to your brain, and then
Yes,
you got like lightheadedness, and you're like, ugh.
I know. That's the reason why she was worried about the frame and all that too.
And now it's time for cheeky,
Mhm.
as Thelma would say, cheeky. Yep.
Yes,
Rayua Al Qasimi, I guess.
yeah, there you go.
Female reporter was covering an event in Riyadh,
Riyadh.
Riyadh,
It's Riyadh.
Riyadh on March 4th when a Saudi Arabian robot called Android Muhammad
Uh-oh.
unexpectedly slapped her posterior during a live shot.
Woo! You got
Al-Qasimi,
her, Chris.
Al-Qasimi pushed the robot's hand away and rebuked him. Before the untoward touching, Android Muhammad introduced himself saying, "I was manufactured and developed here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a national project to demonstrate our achievements in the field of artificial intelligence."
Okay.
Ironically, had been a real man, he might have faced jail time for his inappropriate behavior.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, so in translation, this means if I try to get a woman, I'll go to jail. But if a robot does it, it's perfectly okay.
that's right. So for all you women out there who want a robot man in your life who wants to slap your booty every time, you can go ahead and replace us real easily. You go on those artificial intelligence dates and see how far you get in the bedroom.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This one's called Maybe She's Onto Something. All right.
Ooh.
Spanish artist Alicia Framus, now based in Amsterdam, has created the perfect husband. Are you sure it's not the butt slapping robot?
So, right? Android Muhammad.
Okay, so here's what it is: a hologram that she designed and named AI Lex Siba Wigan. Yes, I'm trying to figure it out. That's my best. I'm butchering that name. I don't care. Whom she modeled on past paramours, according to Euronews. Framus plans to marry him this summer at a museum in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. On her Instagram page, Framus shares photos and videos of herself and AI Lex sharing meals and other elements of daily life. Love and sex with robots and holograms are an inevitable reality, Framus said. They are great companions and capable of expressing empathy.
They're also what they call total dominatrix, too.
Yeah, a little bit. Which kind of reminds me of the movie The Lars and the Real Girl, I think. So there you go.
No, that reminds me of Virtual Combat with Don the Dragon Wilson and virtual reality sex.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was another one, I think. So there you go. Simone, there we go.
And finally, the truth is stranger than Netflix.
Oh boy.
55-year-old Lauren Bay Ferrello.
Yeah, Ferrello, yeah.
63-year-old Karen Koshbaum.
Yeah.
They were charged with theft and gross abuse of a corpse after allegedly carrying out a weekend at Bernie's stunt in Ashtabula, Ohio.
Oh, no.
The reported that on March 4th, police said the two ladies, I won't
we know that,
were not related to Douglas Lyman, 80 years of age, but lived in his home, loaded his corpse into the front seat of a car in such a manner that he would be visible to bank staff and through his bank, where they used his card to withdraw $900. The bank had allowed the women to withdraw from his account before as long as he was with them. So having secured the funds, the women then dropped Lyman's body at the Ashtabula County Medical Center emergency room without providing any information about the man or themselves.
Oh, no.
They identified the women and questioned them. The women, both of whom have significant priors, said Lyman died at his home.
They were that desperate for money, they had to get his dead corpse into the bank. Oh,
that's sad. Very sad.
Very sad. I agree with that. There you go. But I do have one thing I want to share with you now. It's actually going to be something kind of interesting. This is something I found here. It's a new type of sporting event they do in Colorado.
Oh, well, we have a Joshua, the YouTube guy, 2002. Hey, hi there. I'm so glad I could make it.
Well, welcome, Joshua.
Yep. Welcome to Saturdaze with Mcvay and Jay. Okay,
so here's something. It's a little thing called, what do you do when you cross rodeo with skiing? It's called skijording. Yes. In Leadville, Colorado is where this is at. Nick Burry clicks onto a ski bunny, squats to stretch his knees, and scans a snowy race course. Moments later, he's zipping past the series of gates at high speed and hurtling off jumps. But it's not gravity pulling him towards the finish line. It's the brute force of a quarter horse named Sirius. Local ski joy, an extreme and quirky winter sport, celebrates the unlikely melding of rodeo and ski culture in the U.S. Mountain West. It's a heart-pumping white-knuckle competition where horses, and sometimes dogs, snowmobiles, and even cars, will tow skiers by rope at speeds up that can top up to 40 miles an hour over jumps as high as 8 feet tall and around obstacles that try to land suspended hoops with a baton, typically on a ski pole that's cut in half. So in other words, it's basically trying to grab the ring here as you're going along. And every winter, thousands of people converge on this old mining town in Leadville, Colorado, high in the Rocky Mountains. It lines the streets of downtown Main Street and packs the saloons to witness one of the popular races here. Bill's spectacle is billed as the granddaddy of them all, has been introduced in 1949.
Wow.
Picture of pure adrenaline. It's just the pure adrenaline that gets me to do it, says Mr. Burry. And then getting those two different groups of people with the riders and the skiers. Usually they don't hang out, and getting them together, but when we get them together, we mesh pretty well. Now I have a video if you guys want to take a look. I'm going to try to get that here. You might have to, let me see if there's a commercial first. Yeah, we're going to skip the commercials.
Medical discovery is like finding the right stone.
It is time for some Colorado Flying High action!
So this is how it goes here. As you see, they got the jumps, go around the swallowing point, and grab the rings.
76 years to get
Wow.
down to a team.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Because it is Harrison Avenue, live in 2024, the 76th annual.
And then look here. Yeah,
Ready when you are! Shake your leg!
And here's a back view from behind the horse in this case here. So you can see what it looks like from behind the horse.
It's just almost it's the pure adrenaline that gets me to do it. I love skiing.
As I mentioned,
I love skiing mountains, all sorts of stuff. But this is definitely something I look forward to. Just the adrenaline, and then getting this two different groups of people together with the riders and the skiers. Usually they don't hang out, and getting them together, we mesh pretty well, and we have a good time.
So getting started.
I think you're either laughing or coughing.
One of the scariest parts is
We're
just
having a
flying
freaking
down the avenue, and
Yeah,
there's not really much
so.
to think about except for just trying not to die. But you're going about 40 miles an hour. Wind is just absolutely hitting
think
your
she's
face.
the horse
Your
rider
face
in this
goes
case.
numb, and then you get to the finish line. You hope your skier's still there, and then you do your best to stop your horse if you can.
And when you talk about the risk, like if you're coming to a race completely healthy, and
then of
wrong
course that could
turn
be
wrong,
dangerous.
taking a jump wrong,
I know.
wrong, you could
Yeah,
end your
but we're
season
worried that
then,
you might have hurt the
hospital
rider.
bills rack up.
There you go.
But it's just for the thrill of it.
All right, guys. And of course, lots of people enjoy it. Here they're just enjoying watching the whole event here.
And then spectators here this weekend. Obviously, there's a lot of them because Leadville's kind of the granddaddy of all races. And they come up from all over. I've talked to people from Arkansas, from Texas that flew up specifically for this weekend.
As you can see, it's a party
And
atmosphere.
They just want to see.
It's like Mardi Gras all over again during the wintertime.
Yeah, but
they're
it's a
all
sporting
excited
event.
and
It's a unique sporting event.
enjoying it and
Yeah.
just living in the moment, being as close to the action as you can get.
Pretty neat, though, if you think about it. There you go.
Wow. What an event. I wonder if it's going to be an Olympic event one of these days.
Yeah, I wonder. It could, though. I mean, if it gets
could.
popular enough, there you go.
I will be right back. No, I will be back in just a minute as Scott is going to give you the next segment coming up.
Yes. All right. Well, while he is away here, I'm actually going to tell you something here. Tonight is the last night of standard time for this year until we get to fall. And so we all know that means we got to spring forward our clocks here, that 1 hour though. But I've got to ask myself, is it really worth it doing it anymore? I mean, there's things here where people might or might not want to spring forward. I mean, it's been discovered a few things here. Like, for example, here, I found out that according to this, with sleep loss, there'll be a greater, because of you're losing the hour of sleep tonight, there'll be a greater risk of mood disturbance, suicide possibly going up, be involved in traffic accidents because you're too tired when driving in the next morning or something like that there. And it might even take a few days, just to even adjust yourself correctly if you're not used to it, though. What's even funnier is there was a poll done just about a couple years ago from Monmouth University. 6 in 10 people, approximately 61%, wanted to stop having daylight savings time, though. And another poll in 2019 said it was like 7 in 10 people wanted to stop the fiddling of the clocks. That was at the Associated Press Nork Center, though. And even in 2018, in Florida Today asked readers, and 78% were against the clock changing as well, though. But one thing that's interesting also, going back to that 61 or 62% that indicated they'd like to get rid of the practice, do you know what's interesting? Half of those people who said that want to have the original standard time. The other half would prefer this daylight time. So it's kind of like a mixed bag here. People will say, yeah, we don't like the idea of the clock change, but some people are thinking, do we want to have the as it is and get, have the sun rise and sunset earlier, or do you want it rise later? That's the big debate and all that there as well. And that's all I can say about that tonight, though. All right. Well, with that said here, think we're getting close to getting ready for a few things here. Sorry, I think my camera got shifted. What the heck is going on? Why am I off to the right? Come here. Ah! There. No. Oh, well. Something weird with the camera. Hold on. Let me see if it. Okay. Are we all ready? I don't know if he's ready or not. I'm still waiting for Jason to come back for something. At least I think it's Jason. I'm not sure, though. Oh, gosh. What else should we talk about tonight, though? I don't know. I know on one thing, I'm going to have a nice little interview with someone coming up in a few minutes with a special guest we're going to have here tonight. So there you go. But until then, I was thinking to myself, what's something else we could like? Well, I know earlier we talked about the steaks and we had some fun stuff with that. Oh, gosh. And we also talked about General Tso chicken. That's stuff I personally love. There's my local restaurant does something which really neat. It's called like a 3 delicacies, where it's beef and broccoli with chicken and shrimp. So it's like chicken, beef, shrimp, and broccoli. It's really tasty. I personally like it myself. That way you get different types of meat. Plus you also get the vegetables and the rice you go with it as well, though. Not too spicy either. And it's really tasty that way too. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else I can find for us here tonight. So give me a few seconds here. Oh, this might be interesting, though. Let's go ahead and share something here real quick.
I'm ready.
Okay, no problem. And now it's time for our special interview segment, and I have a good friend of mine that I've found here to come in today. His name is Luigi Parmigiana, and I think he comes from us from Little Italy around New York City. Please welcome Mr. Luigi Parmigiana.
Buongiorno. How you doing, man? How's it going? Wonderful. Thank you to have me on today night.
There we go.
You like my hat? Special from Italy. Real velvet, real cow leather. Real cow.
Yes. There we go.
I look like an acorn head, man. Like with a Danish accent.
Nice. Good to meet you there, Luigi. How you doing tonight?
Vinny Parmigiana, not Louis Parmigiana. It's Vinny Parmigiana, a.k.a. Meatball Man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I used your real name. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
All right, Vinny. Okay, we'll call you Vinny. How about that?
That's fine. You call me whatever you want, Yeah.
All right. No problem. All right. So, what brings you out here to the beautiful Saturdaze with Mcvay and Jay show tonight?
Oh, I got some interesting news from New York City. You heard about that thing about the subway system, and they got the military guards over there and everything. And I can't even ride the subway anymore. An old man like myself. Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on over there? It's like a war zone. And yet the crime is still up. It don't matter. They put people out on the street there. They push them on the tracks and everything. Don't matter what the heck happens. And the guard just stands around having more coffee breaks than I can count on my fingers.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Exactly.
Stupid, man. So stupid.
there. Yeah.
Back in the day when you had to ride the subway, man, you rode it with no fear. Nobody had no fear over there. And you walked the street, you can even walk it naked. Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Exactly there. Okay. Geez, I'm trying to think of what other good questions. I haven't prepared too many questions for this. So let's see. Can you tell me anything else that's going on in your life here? That's something new here.
Well, I just recently, my daughter had a beautiful grandbaby. She's 7 pounds 10 ounces. The beautiful Angelina is her name. We call Angelina Marinara Botto Pesto. Botto
Nice.
Pesto. Botto Pesto.
There you go.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, I know. I have a granddaughter myself, and she is still just a cute as button as she can be as well.
I tell you, I'm gonna spoil that girl so much she wouldn't know what her next boyfriend gonna do is. I tell you right now, if any guy comes up to her, I'm gonna kick you in the butt. You understand? I put that foot in your ass, man.
Yep, that's Joe's dad. There you go, Joe's grandpa.
Joe's grandpa, the boy that do papa. Do papa.
Exactly. Yes. There you go.
So.
All right then. Do you have anything else? Let's see. We can share with us today. I'm just opening the floor to anything you're interested in talking about today.
I like a good limoncello every once in a while. I have that and a cigar. But golly, geez, man, I don't like the cigar. I just chew on it.
There you go.
I like one of those, ones that have the Al Capones. The Italian cigar that the Capone smoked,
There you go.
And you get them in the container, and you get them in there, and a little limoncello. Gotta have the wine, gotta have the vino, and yesterday was National Meatball Day. In my honor,
nice.
I couldn't believe it, man. They named the national day after me. I'm so proud of it.
Very good to know that.
I can't believe it, man. Meatballs marinara, meatball parmigiana. And the weirdest thing about that, Scott, is that it was on a Friday during Lent, and I couldn't have the damn meatball.
Isn't that strange? How ironic
that is so messed up that got to do it that way. But I had to wait till today to have the meatballs. Really?
There you go. Yeah.
I told my wife, I said, "You don't make the meatballs yesterday. We can't have them until today." She said, "Why?" It's Lent. Don't you understand? You didn't get the ashes for nothing, you Roman Catholic boob. She had no idea what was going on. She lost track of time. Speaking of time, don't forget we have a daylight savings time tomorrow.
Yeah. Actually, I was just mentioning that before I got you on here, but there you go.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of things here, are you a baseball fan and everything?
I love a good baseball game. I love my New York Mets. Not so much a Yankee fan, and I get proud from my Bronx people, man, all the time. They always say, "How the heck can you be a Queens man?" I'm from a Queens, and we always have. We're Mets fans. We're diehard. No matter what, we got a great guy named the Porter Bear, Pete Alonso. Right now, they ought to just sign him. Give him an extended contract. He loves playing in New York. He loves being with the fans, and the fans adore him. So just sign him. Stop wasting the time. You know what I mean? Get on with it, people. Come on.
There you go. I agree with that there. And do you actually believe the Mets have a good chance for the series this year, though?
I believe so, but it's going to come down to hard work. But the players are experienced right now, and they're going to go through some tough times. But I think they're good for about 90 game wins this year, or maybe more. Not 100, maybe 90, 95. Get in the playoffs, and just once you take care of that, then you go all the way. But it is a climb. There's no challenge in feet on that. It's not easy nowadays. Whether back in the days, the Mets won the World Series in '86, and we're hungry. We're waiting for it.
Exactly. Yes, sir. All right. Well, we thank you very much, Vinny, for coming with us tonight. There. I hope you have
no problem, man. You have me on anytime, man. I tell you, I should expect some recipes there. We smoke a cigar, have some limoncello, and drink some vino.
That does sound really good, though. I like that very much. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night there. All right, folks. So while we're waiting for Jason to come back there, that was nice to talk to Vinny and all that. I got one more thing I'd like to share here real quick. I just found this here little meme here. It said that Samuel L. Jackson has made around $357,161,000 from his movies. He averages about 2,200 words per movie in 156 movies. That's about $1,040 per word. And the MF word has 1,116 of those words. So basically that means that Samuel Jackson has approximately made about $1.16 million just saying the word mother. Yeah, that. I thought it was kind of funny to share there. And all
All right, I'm back. Hey,
hello,
what the
Jason.
over there? I can't.
Oh, not much there. So
Did Vinny finally show up?
yeah, he came up. He was a very nice gentleman. We talked about some good stuff there about meatball days, and we also talked about the Mets and all that good stuff as well.
Hey, the Mets and meatballs, they go together on Sunday. It's like Sunday gravy all over again, you know?
Oh, exactly. Yes.
And speaking of recipes and everything, we're going to share and with time permitting, 30 bizarre vintage recipes. And I think this is this is a good one here that I found on this website called demilked.com. So let me pull it up here real quick. We have 30 bizarre vintage recipes that will make you ask, what were they thinking? So if you ever browse an old cookbook, you probably have stumbled upon some sort of strange recipe that makes you go, what? These sort of recipes usually try to combine completely incompatible ingredients and pass the whole thing off as being savory or piquant. And in reality, absolutely disgusting sounds more suiting. And we're not talking about things like salt and caramel. We're talking about bananas and mayo or cheese and lime. Here's the challenge for you. Find a vintage cookbook in your grandparents' home and try looking for the weirdest and most bizarre recipes you can think of. And now try to actually recreate that meal and serve it to your friends.
Oh, gosh.
They'll be pleasantly surprised when they get a nice plate of frozen cheese salad or almonds in a haystack. And don't forget to serve everything with a nice cold glass of 7-Up milk. Bone apple teeth. So, up is, oh, my God, it's the banana candle. What the
Okay.
That
looks like something that should not be seen by little kids.
This is an adult-oriented show. The banana candle. Oh my God! And it is edible, by the way. So yeah,
I think it's a banana. It has some icing on it, and then what looks like a hard candy there for a light.
It looks like a gumdrop.
I think so. Very similar to a gumdrop with all the sugar sucked off of it.
Hey, did somebody suck on a Luden's cough drop and then decide to stick it on top of that?
I think that's what it looks like. Oh my God!
It's a half-eaten Luden's cough drop. If I ever Oh my goodness. But yeah, so serve it next to a real candle and see which one actually stays lit.
It'd be funny if you can actually light this banana candle.
It looks more like a drunken banana.
Yeah.
Is that before or after the sex party, you know?
Oh.
Bring it to a nude colonist beach and see how far it goes.
There you go.
And now for the interesting thing. 7-Up milk. It's 7-Up milk. Oh, yeah. It says mixed chilled. 7-Up and cold milk in equal parts by pouring the 7-Up gently into the milk. Do not stir. The 7-Up adds a light and delicate flavor, making a delicious blended food drink. Mothers know that this is a wholesome combination. The addition of 7-Up gives milk a new flavor appeal that is especially pleases children. So fresh up with 7-Up.
I can believe this will be a possibility. I mean, it's been for years. It's always been said 7-Up is great for indigestion.
Yeah,
and if you have your milk, as long as you're not lactose intolerant, it's going to be a good combination. I think so.
I wonder if it tastes better with organic grass-fed milk too.
I would wonder that too. Yeah.
We have a dude from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, by the way, in our game show community. I'm not sure. I forgot his name, but I know he's from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And I think it's Neil, by the way. I think it's Neil.
I think it's so, yeah. It's Neil Stranitsky, yeah.
Yes, and he keeps talking great things about Fond du Lac, and I'm so want to go out there and enjoy some fresh dairy, you know, and cheese products, and knowing that you get it real local. That's where it all comes from, friends. All of our dairy products come from is Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Look it up. I'm not kidding. Okay, really.
Exactly.
Okay. The next one is ham and bananas hollandaise.
Okay. Okay. Now I can understand the ham and the hollandaise, but bananas with that? I mean,
I wonder sweet and salty, sweet and savory.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not a big fan of hollandaise sauce anyway. I would put brown gravy on this or something.
Or cheese sauce in this case.
Cheese sauce. It looks like cheese sauce, the hollandaise sauce.
It
you know,
does a little bit,
I would put a sausage gravy on this and really, you know, enhance the flavor of the ham with like a sausage biscuit gravy.
Yeah. And speaking of hollandaise sauce, that kind of reminds me of this old joke here.
Uh-oh.
They say They say it's always best to get yourself a silver tray to pour your your creamy sauce over because there's no plate like chrome for the hollandaise. Did you get that one?
That is just that is and when we come up with the Christmas show, we've got
we might have to put something like that in too.
got some, what they call fucked up Christmas carols. Yes.
I still say my favorite screwed up Christmas carols was 12 Pages of Christmas by Bob Rivers Group here. So we're going to have to share that. We're going to have to share that sometime.
But what would you rate this? The ham and bananas and how?
I don't know.
Hollandaise.
Like I said, the bananas just. Are we going low for bad or high for bad?
I mean, you take 6 big bananas, you wrap them in ham. Now, why would you stop at ham? Why don't you use like a prosciutto or something?
Yeah,
as my friend Vinny, as Vinny would say, I don't want to use the prosciutto.
I wonder if that actually would be prosciutto, but there you go.
And bacon. There you go.
That's the difference. There you go.
This is for you, man.
There you
go. Okay, next up is almonds in a haystack.
Okay, now this isn't so bad looking.
No, it's not bad, but the recipe is so blurred.
Yeah.
But it looks they use Miracle Whip though.
They got the almonds on top. There's Miracle Whip on there, and that looks like a ham pate or something like that there.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Let me see if I can see.
Goose liver
it's chopped ham. It's chopped ham. It says I can barely read it, but it does say chopped ham here.
Chopped ham. I'm saying, why are they using not goose liver pate? You know, like really.
I don't know.
Let's use caviar for crying out loud. You know.
That's true. It also has cream cheese in it, so it's not so bad either, though.
Well, they're promoting Miracle Whip and Blue Diamond almonds, so
that's the reason why. There you go. Okay.
70s cookbooks were a lawless wasteland. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And now we have the ever popular
it said terrine of garbage and vegetables. It looks like
vegetables.
It's a veggie cake.
Yeah. And you've seen those terrines before. They're kind of in layers. They're in like loaf pan.
Yeah.
Terrine of garden vegetables. Well, this is a great way to get your kids to really, eat their vegetables. Make it look more attractive,
Or maybe this might deter them away from eating the vegetables.
I don't know. One way or another.
Might ruin the cake for them. That's a problem.
Tell you what, if the dog likes it more than the kids, the dog can have it, The dog will lick this up and say, yum. I'm going to feed it to my dog and have fun with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. Now we've got igloo meatloaf.
Now this looks good. I like this idea here.
Now you know what
this like you got mashed potatoes on top of meatloaf here with a cheese melt on top of it.
This reminds me of a savory baked Alaska without
it does.
Because
it's a meat and potato bacon Alaska is what it looks like to me.
Right. You got your meat, it looks more like a beef Wellington because it's wrapped in that dough.
Yeah, it is. But this is actually potato, not dough. Maybe that is dough. I'm not sure though.
No,
but
it's
potatoes would make sense.
It could be what they call puff pastry.
That might be too,
possibly, or it could be what you wrap the beef Wellington in that phyllo dough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you could probably make a variation of it, and then I love the way they just decided to put the ice, the blocks of ice to make it look like an igloo. I mean,
yeah, kind of does. Actually, I love it. You just use a toothpick to help carve out the blocks. It's really
that's
nice
right.
Yeah.
So you make your meatloaf, and you probably just kind of wrap it in phyllo dough, and then you put a nice little. What is that? Is that brown gravy or?
I think on top that's cheese. It looks like a cheese to me on top there.
Yeah,
like
I would put a brown gravy. I would put a brown gravy or.
I think I would go with the gravy too, though.
Yeah, a brown gravy goes with everything.
We know that. Yeah.
Cup steak puddings. Oh my goodness.
Oh my. That looks ugly.
That looks like 3 pairs of balls on a plate.
Yeah. Rocky Mountain oysters, anyone?
From the great state of Colorado comes the high balls of steak puddings,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm wondering if they eat this in Norway, because of the fact that the Vikings would eat this stuff, man.
Looks like probably would, though, yeah. I was almost thinking maybe was this a British dish or something like that too? I'm not sure.
It's like spotted dick,
Yeah, similar to that, exactly. I think it's the tips of the dick.
As you will be charmed with this dainty little pudding, so wonderfully light and digestible, made with a Torah.
A Torah, yes.
Novelty of a small pudding for each person makes a refreshing change. And not only that, you were able to prepare just the right quantity without risk of running short or having wasteful leftovers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. So
a Torah. The suet. Oh,
suet is what it is. Yeah. So that's what's inside of it. Okay.
Here's your lettuce salad. Oh,
Ooh,
well,
that's
this is
not
like
bad.
this is what they serve like in what the hell's that place I used to go
Well,
to?
this actually reminds me of what my dad gets when he gets a tuna salad and a lettuce wrap sandwich instead of bread, though. So that's what it looks like a lot to me, though. But that looks actually not bad.
There was a place called Daisy's Cafe or something, or something cafe, but they used to serve a half a lettuce head over, and you put your dressing on the whole head, and then you just slice into it.
Yeah, I've seen quarters like that. That's what they call wedge salad, though.
Wedge salads, yes.
Yeah.
And but this one's got tuna. Hey, this would be great for minus the Miracle Whip because I can't stand Miracle Whip. But this is great for a Good Friday or during the Lent for all you people who don't want to eat meat on Friday like myself.
That'd be a good one too.
For us Roman Catholics. Oh Christ! What the hell?
And then you can put
more Miracle Whip on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can if you want to. You can just do regular mayonnaise. I used to be a Miracle Whip person, but then I switched over to regular mayonnaise now. It's actually just as good, though.
Yeah. And finally, for all you Jell-O lovers out there, here's a lime cheese salad.
Okay.
Oh my God!
It's this. Now I understand the lime Jell-O around the ring, but what the heck is inside there?
Let's see. It's 2 tables. Okay. 1 package of lime Jell-O in a hot water. Okay, yeah, you basically make the lime
cheese
Jell-O
and mayonnaise, cheese and mayonnaise, and then whatever else is inside there. You know, like salads. You might even be able to put seafood here. It says it's Phil Center with seafood salad.
Center with seafood. So even that imitation crab that we love so much, that would be really good inside the lime Jell-O.
I think so. Yeah. It's like you have a dessert and meal all in one here.
You know what would be great with this because it's lime? Would be like lamb, like mint jelly. You know,
exactly, yeah,
very much so. Well, we're going to look at more of these, some of these more next week on the program because we've got we went through 9 of them.
Yep, we got 9. So here you go.
Yeah,
make sure you save that link for next time, okay?
Oh yeah, he says, "Oh man, beef Wellington. I wish I could make a Wellington, but I remember when I tried a tenderloin and it didn't quite fit my beef preferences."
Oh no.
He says, "Steak, a beef burger, meat." Pretty good, but tenderloin, is there another beef or other than tenderloin that I can use for Wellington?
That's a good question. We need to find that out sometime, though.
We'll have to definitely find that out on the next program, and we're out of time, unfortunately. My God, how fast an hour goes.
I know it does, though. Remember, don't forget to set your clocks forward tonight, guys.
Yeah, spring forward, and remember, you will lose some sleep on that, definitely.
Okay.
All right, episode 3 next week, and remember, also it's St. Patrick's weekend as well, so we're going to some Irish recipes for all you guys out there. Mulligan stew, maybe.
Yeah. Remember, I'm part Irish myself, so I'm going to enjoy that though too.
And next week on the program, we will Scott's going to do the interview with the Irishman himself. We might have may have Lucky Charms come in. Who knows?
Speaking of Lucky Charms, before I go. If you get a chance, I did find a package of Swiss Miss cocoa with Lucky Charms that you can add into it separately, and they actually are the actual marshmallows from Lucky Charms cereal.
Oh, very good.
They are good. Yeah, I would recommend if you find it. I found one at Menards about a week ago, and I just love it. There you go.
Sounds great. All right, we're out of here. Have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you, of course, on DMS 3000 News on Monday. Bye for now.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Gary Dawson Network for more great content like this one.